Okay, let's just keep going. So I was saying side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, shaking from side to side. My shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes. It was suddenly shaking violently, and every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. Couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun. So I was feeling rather excited, but I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities. Oh, no, no. Do you like the ships? No, let me read that. On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Huh. You look like you are having fun. That's what I assumed. Do you like ships? You do like ships, right? Ships? That's right. That's it. This is a ship. Uh-huh. You just realized that now. Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want care to take a, if you want, care to take a little, it's starting to bore me. Care to talk a little. There, talk. Instantly I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, a friendly smile, but under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. A sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you, I'm Nagato Kamada. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky. Oh, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Boring talent, huh? Well, well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say this so suddenly, that's because I have luck. It's because I have luck as well, huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. No way. Is this Makoto? Possessed, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You obviously Hope Speak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Oh, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent. Stick together. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, what they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority, and it makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. And that's why my coaster is not being cool. Perhaps does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? Listen, well, using people is a talent too. Using people is a talent. Using people is a talent too. Is just now my turn to use that person. just as they used me in the past. That person? You're talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now, it rests in my pocket. Is this like Junko Enoshima reborn or something? I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone that's someone as amazing as you. Then will I be able to see her again? I'll be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? That person I hate so much. Hate? Explain in your hand. What is this? Oh, this? The end, wait. Can you see? Come on, son. The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. See, so you have salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. 1 second. Don't worry. And that's why I took her power, and for that I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? Look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can only predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I'm loved by talent. But no matter what happens, if it's of no concern to me, what happens is no concern. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Oh. End? Huh? What is this? It's a door? There's a door? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? Why am I placed in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. And why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. A violin. We all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is this somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, but why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? Not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Iron plates. Oh, they're back. And the hallway doesn't feel like a school, like a creepy place. Because it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? I'll go definitely clear things up. Spare hotel. It's the same classroom that Makoto woke up in. No entry to the AV room. No entry to the store. No way out. Nurse's office. Okay, going upstairs. Gymnasium is here, right? Right, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower anymore. So, I brace myself and cautiously open the door. No idea what this weird pixely stuff is. This is the end. Goodbye, Despair Academy. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. This is the end. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Has it been another 2 years? It's a normal gymnasium. Yo.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo.
You heard the announcement and came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you think? What do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you look at it. You look at it. It's impossible. How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you.
You. Hey, where are we? Where'd you look us up this time? What a shock! I just told you this guys. This is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope Speak Academy. What's left of it, anyway? What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course, it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean? Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Peak Academy, but you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone. Enough with this bull, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I'm not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin, and it means I made this Hope Speak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between? What do you mean made?
What's this?
Oh my. Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. What is this, the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, I'm the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
Are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision, and whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Hmm? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive up to do your best during the field trip. Okay, it's one of two options. The main cast is either the dead students suddenly come back to life, or two, the survivors from the first game. And as usual, after leaving with us, his cryptic words, Monica disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on outside world main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
He kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Excuse me for 5 minutes, everyone. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the game. Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How did we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? That's what the ruined structure looked like. This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Finally thought I'd become confident in myself, and so I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through so much like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's okay. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it.
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey.
What the heck is the Monokuma anyway? These are just part of the Future Foundation, right? Is what you say... If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So what? I missed that. I pressed it. Then we really were tricked by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she was still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do the graduation exam,
So
right?
annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been? Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to normal lives, that'll be fine. Hey, we can go back. We can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is. What happened to Hope's Peak Academy? None of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive, so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why do you have to say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. You should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we starry? But what are we even looking for? Do we even have to... Do we just have to investigate this weird ass building?
So,
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answer to all our questions inside this damn building. Just go ahead for now. You're already going?
jeez,
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at the green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Connie already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. And let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words for Hiko left the gymnasium.
excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. So then please excuse me. Sonia took a deep breath, took a deep bow, and then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Yes, Sonia.
Sonia.
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazooie chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing we can do is to advance is toward that hope. Even though I don't understand and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm going to. Alright then. Well, he can't even investigate the monitors. Right. Huh? Well, that's weird. This is the whole way I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is Morikun is doing? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't even know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Sonia, what is it? This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Yeah, I should probably take a look at that. First of all, I'll save. Probably could have gone up one, but whatever. What do I have left to give you? Yo, have it. Yo. 6 hope parts. Dojo. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect that the inside of this building makes sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Morikun. Why is this manga with such suspicious looking title laying open in sense? Let's start with the first history class. Start history first class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first you ask? That depends on the person. What about second though? Didn't say anything about second. So, just as I thought, Monica made this, that totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. History of Hope's Peak Academy. Picked up the manga on the first of the floor and flipped through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with the introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy is just a school for talent. It's also it isn't just a school for talent. It's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy, Ernest Wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. Just when they thought of everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. This ends so abruptly there. It ends right at the start of the first game. Well, the start of the first game. The ending was so sudden, like manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no. It'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve course students, right? That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the first thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh? Why'd you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? Your Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? You should have known even before you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you have to say to me? What do you have to say? Based on my assumptions, each foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the reserve course students. Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault that I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. What the heck? Reserve department is added to the Trooport section of your handbook. Let's go into locker 6. $50 says I'm not going to be on the 5th floor corridor. Old bit. Oh? Okay, no, I am exactly where I was. Alright. Can I go inside? No, I can't go inside the greenhouse. Yo.
What's going on?
It's always kind of creepy. Can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule of being enforced for no reason. It's like an invisible wall or something. Wait a minute. Can I go to the bio lab? Can't. This place is starting to creep me out. Ah, I can go into this classroom. This is another manga that's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Huh. Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? It's why Hope Speak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? Oh, snap. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope Speak Academy occurred at Hope Speak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Uzuru Kamakura. Wasn't he the founder? Uzuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope Speak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Uzuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Uzuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Uzuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Uzuru's existence. But Uzuru was known as the symbol of hope. Known as the symbol of hope for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope Speak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Uzuru. Wait a minute. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Uzuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. The student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making the knowledge public, it stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated, and the uprising began, and that heralded Hope's-Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's-Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited Danganronpa 0. Future game? With a heavy sigh closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people would kill the Hope's-Peak Academy. What irony for a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off with ultimate hope. Nagato mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagato said was the true meaning of hope, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that the reserve course students and the reserve department began uprising. What about me? Was I a participant too? Not that that's possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy of Hope's-Peak Academy. Anyway, about the tragedy of Hope's-Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is far less incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? I have a feeling it's Kyoko Kyotagiri, based on the events of the first game. Certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Or maybe, oh no wait, if they're using the incident to their advantage, it was probably Junko Enoshima, along with Mukuro Kusaba, but that's two students. It was probably Junko's idea. Mysteries just keep piling up. Okay. We're still gonna be on the 5th floor. Oh. Yo, the biolab. Oh yes. All the lights are off. What the hell is this with this room? I feel like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. Shame to investigate too, so yeah. There's another manga just lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Yeah, excellent. And the next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful. Just what was the incident really all about? It might just turn out to be something lame. Flip through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. They showed us pictures. A story about a creepily drawn character who got involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident in itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the biggest, The beginning of this creepy manga starts out with this sentence: "The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger." At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement that started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students. And people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. And if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm, the media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. I just want to read over this again. Wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them. Soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. as long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Oh, I was racing too much yesterday. I felt less cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most ultimate tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. And if this is really cool, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? I'll enjoy reading something like this. Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this supposed to do again? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during the period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. So that's how it is. So that's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted here as well. On one hand, I'm really happy you're finally going to graduate, but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be or will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Japawak Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on the island. There's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world will be filled with, should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps that's definitely it. The tragedy has been not since it happened. What in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, the organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings were involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. This guy's in there froze to death. Should I go next? Well, I guess for now you just go wherever you can. Not there. So we can go here. No, I should ignore it. Just pretend I didn't see him. Yo.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be crappy either way. So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're all pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No, no.
Well, there was another thing I need to tell you on this score. Yeah, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student doesn't like manga. It's like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. Getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what did you tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise, it's about ultimate despair, huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days. It was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl? Lady Junko Enoshima. As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. Boo. There was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a second. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some organization created by a high school girl. Humans are obsessed with their philosophy, have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in higher echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So even she recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threats. Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they that incident? Why did they cause that incident? Doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did with any purpose. It was Junko Enoshima's despair, huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other that idea had been slammed right into their hand. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other that the idea had been slammed right into their mind. And so, the ultimate despair, who had been recruited, became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair in all Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it all off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve course students during the tragedy of Hope's Creek Academy? Final days? Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean, final days? What happened to the reserve department? They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. What?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima. Okay. Doesn't scare me at all, I mean. Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Ultimate Despair has been added to the Triple section in your handbook. Reserve Department has been updated. This is gonna be all. I mean, Junko Enoshima is already dead. Oh, okay, that's a cue to talk to Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hope Speak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it said. That's what it was. Killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey.
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
Like.
It turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Speak Academy and forced them to kill each other. And she took away their memories just like that. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's no limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So.
Students of Hope Speak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost the students she placed in a trap after being overcome by the despair she created. She took her own life, and Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, who is controlling Monokuma this time? Something very suspicious. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble the killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that. An imitation. If the students from Hope Speak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jack Walk Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during killing school life? Killing School Life has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Ultimate Despair has been updated to your handbook. Check the truthful section. Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? Yeah. Well, I really wanted to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if we do that?
Ooh,
One
how
step at a
exciting.
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing the character route. You're not making any sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information about the outside and inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. What do you mean you'll raise the flags? Huh? Change to a different hallway again. So son, what's going on? Make something like this happen again. No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Wish there weren't things on the screen. See, it doesn't look like everything's like nature's taking it. It looks like it's being glitched. Akai switching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. What happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like something's getting closer. Someone's getting closer. Oh, what do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
Still, her gut is pretty impressive for some reason. It's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Oops, I'm pressing caps lock. Damn, I can't get inside the AV room. Nothing. Looks like it's the music room. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Monument. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic events in human history, the graduates of Hope Smith Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Smith Academy. Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma has completely made it up. Future Foundation Origins has been added to the Truthboard section of your handbook. What's this? Words are floating in the air. Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Regarding the report we gave you the other day. Oh, this form is sent. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we obtained information a person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Street County. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. What? We're wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible that they are targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origin, and we haven't located them either. We will continue to investigate this matter. Also, regarding the separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. Seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of Neo World program. How far does this go back? Curiosity. How much of the transcript is saved? That was one of the early mangas. Okay. I'm not sure if I just go. Oh, boom, back at the bottom. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of Neo World program. This is getting weirder and weirder. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation. There were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history really is true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Can we survive as As long as my camera was on, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then it's true. Then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who were carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. It's not in the research facilities. Somehow there's still so many mysteries. This is getting weirder and weirder. Teacher's Lounge. This feels different from a classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I didn't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Huh? There's something in the blackboard. Shouldn't he? Those are all our names. Some subjects written on the blackboard and large letters just below that. Names I've seen before. Yes, these are the names of all the students in Danganronpa 2, divided into groups of 3, it seems. Ultimate Imposter is on there. Although Hiyoko's over on the left, away from everyone else. I wonder why that is. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard below that Hiyoko Saonji is written there. What's this newspaper? What is this? This can't be the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike, and was pretty much her defining feature. It's pretty much her defining, yeah. But this photo in the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko. I see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure. It's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. Was a little older sister, maybe? Oh, this lady looks premature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister? This is what I just speculated. It says Hiyoko Saonji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name. Like, I can understand last name at first.
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But... did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like that. It's not like I was that close to her or anything. She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko's the Saonji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for a childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap just for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to say. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless if all the clues I've provided are true, if they weren't, it wouldn't be her.
What's going on?
The heck is this? Is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Maybe it's her mother from several years ago. Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
Is this bad?
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? That experiment changed Yoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. And what experiment? Some kind of experiment. It would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard in this list of subjects. What kind of experiment was this?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Ultimate Imposter is also there. I didn't really take a note of that. No, I had to look out. Yo. Extremely overwhelming portrait saying I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched its postcard says. Yeah, that was one thing. I thought he was the founder, not a student. And to this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn, another mystery. This is just getting clues and racking your brain. Her letters playing here like music from earlier. Looks like the passage from an email. I guess I should read it. You understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, we must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Ashima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Ashima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated. Yeah, I just kind of like read that brainlessly. It doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all out. It's pretty much all out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this wall. Congratulations, Hajime. Now you should go on to the next stage. Oh, I wanted to go in the data room. Alright. 4-3. Seems like it. And not again. It's always different from last time. Just when the flag moniker mention is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. How did I do that? Now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Still gonna go to the physics side. Nothing. So there's the art room and there's the rec room. Oops. I remember the layout. This place is just weird. Okay. Rec room. Visibility table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists in a school. Is one of them upside down? There's all different magazines here: fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. All of them except travel would pertain to an ultimate talent of someone from the first game. There's even a magazine about cameras. My hero would be happy to see this. Oh, a confidential file. This is confidential file, that means it's a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? I'm not even asking a question like that. Obviously, Monokuma was responsible. Anyway, I figure out what's inside the file about Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope. Yeah. That will bring hope into the world, the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing True Hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True Hope, huh? Hope Cultivation Plan has been added to the truthful section of your handbook. Oh, another hologram's just another wall of text, isn't it? Just want to say. It looks like another email passage. Regardless of the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report on. We will continue with the investigation once they are discovered. We shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. So, Academy survivors. Yes. So that means, yeah, they were in charge. So does that mean the Academy survivors, they graduated Hope's Peak Academy and became Future Foundation? Not sure about World Ender, but maybe that's what it is. That means they should have been protected by Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No!
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. Let's try that it is connected. It should connect everything to what's happening right now. Okay, so... So the 15 students have been entrusted to the care of the survivors of the killing school life. And we're presuming that Chiaki was not actually a student at Hope's Peak because she was the imposter. Uh-oh. Okay. What is this space? Am I dreaming? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. The irony is that it's also flipped. Like it's upside down, but it's also flipped somewhere.
Smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Kenny's switching her nose and examining his surroundings.
Based on my gut
They're
feeling.
definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is they're both.
Yo.
That's right. He's right. They're both. Both. What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Okay. So it seems... yeah, of course. There's a classroom down at the end that's white. And we can't go inside of it. Alright, the library. At least this one's not upside down. It's supposed to be a library. Monica probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Yo. This hologram again. Must be another one of Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt it's another clue. Makoto Naegi. It's the Future Foundation 14th Division. Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep people alive. Wait, is this... Yeah, no, it's a message to Makoto. So Makoto was... This is an email to Makoto. It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Didn't he become Ultimate Hope, though? Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy. You survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return to the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. What does it mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? That's why he was trying to protect the remnants. Then why was he trying to protect the remnants? Did he betray the Future Foundation? You're gonna take me to the first... No, you're still on the second floor. Wait. Is it the gym? Nope. You're just looking weird there, Akane. Oh, I should probably go check up on you. Oh. Whoops. Okay. This is the... Huh? Did I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. Yeah, this is on the first floor. Like in the original game. Oh, they're not gonna make me look at the fashion mag with Junko Anishima's face on it. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? Picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. New world program. Neo world program. Neo world program. This word Neo world. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. Neo world program has another name. The Psychotherapeutic Communications Simulator. NeoWorld program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the NeoWorld program, individuals such as the ultimate programmer, the ultimate neurologist, and the ultimate therapist were among many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to a cranium, the New World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in a synthetic virtual world. Let's go back to my theory from the previous game. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. This man's attempts to say goodbye to conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There is no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice.
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Including me too. Neo World program? New World program? So that's the difficult section. This is gonna take me out to the first floor, isn't it?
Hiya.
How are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Pooh-hoo-hoo. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. The end of the world is nigh. Watch what you're gonna do. What's gonna happen? Isn't once... Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Purr. Gym. Okay. Okay, I can't go inside the gym. Sonia, can you
Well,
kindly help me out here? Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? Yeah, the placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring up that all of a sudden? Huh?
oh my.
Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? Can't go to the trial room. Should I try? I told you. The moment you discover the truth, that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, people. Big object. Oh my gosh, a giant rock! That's right, Kaiba. A giant rock. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A giant rock. It is a rock, and it's giant. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something that big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? And I looked at the object. Binary. Chihiro Fujisaki. Welcome. Alter ego? Only a person? A floating person talking to me. Who is this? No, this is even a person. Is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. If it would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. Very well then. Wait, so Chihiro Fujisaki just made a living, just made an artificial intelligence, and we're just accepting this. Yes. It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego Artificial Intelligence Program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on, my brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather what you're saying first. Damn it, it's that feeling familiar again. That feeling floating in my feet, the feeling like my feet are hovering above the door. It's like I can't feel my feet on the ground, like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, what means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on your circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under my virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. Sorry, I really don't know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Near World program. Most of its words understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what's being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this is a... Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality, all the mysteries, all the truth, they're all just fiction, is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope. But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program is for, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. So maybe maybe that was how their school memories were taken away, and then they were suddenly on the island. They're like, whoa. With the install memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set to it. From there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set to it. So Monica was right, we did lose our school memories, but why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that. This is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope Peak Academy, while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world, I'm sorry. Saying what, lab rats? It's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. They're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry I can't provide that much. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the observer of that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does a teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there's no risk of abuse. But because the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence should have existed in the first place. The Neo-World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity. That functions beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like I was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified as it's conceived. As convenience. What? Wait. At its convenience. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Mokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Okay. Talk about Mokuma Rock and the Funhouse. Based on what she's saying, sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. Isn't that supposed to be a dude? But Alter Ego, well, I guess Hajime doesn't know that. Hajime sees a girl. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this alter ego. So does that virus possess artificial intelligence just like her? Damn, what the heck? Artificial intelligence waging an attack against one? That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo-World program? The Neo-World program exists in isolation. It's impossible that it was affected through a network. But it's certain someone physically uploaded it. I am so... Oh, my brain hurts. Load it to the main computer where the Neo-World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to Future Foundation's facility. The only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? The observers have been added to the truth bullets. Yup. The observers Shiaki and Monami. Your program has been updated in your handbook. Check the truth bullet section to read. But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. Limit? If it took an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure. Okay. If you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. Between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the defluxation based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world and the situation from the context. It invites your death. What's happening? Hey. Death. That's just weird looking. Hey. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone's there, right? Huh? Who are you? You're different from the earlier one? He looks like Makoto. Maybe you can't hear my voice from the side. Currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? Things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us. I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept our interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. I'm wearing sunglasses just because sometimes the bright lights get to me and this helps calm it down. If it means it's still working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Who is this guy anyway? Is he your ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe that you're there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious violent virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. That's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? Where did it save us from? Why would this save us? You've always seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know 11037? That's the number we found. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to do the challenge, the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. The reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. In a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. This is true. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trusting you. I'm trusting that you all. I'm trusting that will to you all. I've entrusted to it to your future. But the person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they're going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defend them. Does he mean you have a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In the worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently or of the observer. Which means, either if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Death. Oh gosh, what's happening now? Huh?
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well. Anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff. What a button again. It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting for a long time here. How about that guy just now? Shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. See, it'd be bad for Monokuma to rehearse. Means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with the guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. That's the only thing I can do. Is to prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. It's up to you, do your best. I'm not even sure about half that stuff I was told. It all just went in one ear, out the other. Now we're working toward a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that. Wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so rational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 Leon. Shutdown sequence has been attention. Okay, so that's not good. Okay.
waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hopespeak Academy. See you soon.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Oh, it's 10 to 3. Whoa. Can't turn around. Good timing. Yo, let's give her a present. Her pot. Huh? This place.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
This is going to be the final place?
However,
However this place is. Is this a trial field? But why is this a trial field? Sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one before. But we've been here before, right? This should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey.
Huh? Seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up until now.
Damn it.
Looks like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, this is too. Okay.
Welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations, you guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hopespeak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site. Within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right? Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
That's what you decide. We have to decide.
Now then.
Please look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options: graduate and repeat. Right? Just have to choose which one. Just have to choose one and press it. All of you will cast your vote. Whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either one of them, it will be treated as absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences. Then the result is based on our majority vote. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there an event like that's kinda like graduation ceremony called from there an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Oh, even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move along. Can we press it now, right?
no.
You can't just do that. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away is... Oh, you stop auto-scrolling dialogue. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? your will be swept away by society's harsh current. So, who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program? You need my final say as your teacher, you know? What does that mean? It won't end with just a majority vote.
That's right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be done. He's doing it because that's how it has to be done. Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He has to. Well, stop doing that. He has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about? Anyway, if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you can cast your majority votes, and from there, we can move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something so dumb? Well, that's it. You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for them. Something happened on my screen. Here's the main cast. No need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys. There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
So annoying.
Doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment? I can't ignore that. Ah. Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me. I'm basically a god. Just now promising. Can you guys be? I guess this is just the natural life. Fine then, before you die, I swear I sear my power into your memories. What on earth is going on? Okay. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, that was the founder, probably. No, the same name as the founder. This hopeless event was caused by a group unknown, a group known as Ultimate Despair. It was responsible for completely destroying Host Speak Academy. This term was adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy. But in actuality, it originally referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Enoshima. However, Junko killed herself at the climax of the killing school life after she lost it to the students of Hotspeak Academy. As part of the tragedy, Junko Enoshima forced the students of Hotspeak Academy to kill each other, filmed their deeds with school surveillance cameras, and broadcast the entire world. According to the report from Future Foundation, there are apparently 15 who are known as the survivors of Hope Speak Academy. seems that all 15 survivors were safely taken in by the Future Foundation. Even after Junko Onigashimi's death, an influential group known as the remnants of despair still exists. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. The names are written on the list of subjects. The list is written on the Eclipse newspaper article about a woman who looked like a fully grown version of Hiyoko Sayanji. Speak Academy founder is For many years, Homespeak Academy attempted to create true hope by consolidating the research of their research. Program created by the Future Foundation. It allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. It can replace memories formed in the real world. Yep, let's check the money. Passwords and observers, yes. On 1037, Leon. Shutdown sequence special command that can be used during the graduation exam. If you use this, you can override the observer and forcibly escape from the Neo World program. Even the teacher observer can prevent. I want to keep going, but I really shouldn't. So, I'm going to thank you all so very much for watching. Goodbye.